Hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining me and a very warm welcome to today's video, which is going to be my May monthly roundup video. So all the things I've loved and maybe not loved so much in the month of May. Now, first of all, I must start with an apology because this video is so late, isn't it? Oh my goodness, where are we now? Is it the 8th, the 9th of June? Something ridiculous like that. And I've not done my May favourites yet. I can only apologise. What can I say? It's been a very, very busy month, has May. And oh my goodness, the weather. We've had heat waves, we've had cold waves, we've had rain, we've had thunderstorms. It's just been all over the place, hasn't it? Those of you in the UK like me, you'll know. I mean, you never know what to wear, do you? You look out the window first thing in the morning and you think, okay, you put an outfit on, and then a few hours time when you're out, it's completely changed, like a whole other season, and it's just been very, very confusing. So apology over. Let's get on with it. I'm going to start with the things that I've loved in the month of May, and then towards the end I'm going to move on to the things that I really have not enjoyed at all. Some of the things you'll probably know what they're going to be because I've briefly touched on them in my other videos in May. One thing in particular though you won't know about because I haven't mentioned it at all yet, but oh my goodness, I really dislike it. But let's start on a positive, shall we? And one of the things that I've been really, really enjoying using this May are my toners. So I'm going to talk about skincare first of all, and my toners that I use on my face. And I've particularly been loving these by Byoma. Now, the first Byoma toner that I bought was the Hydrating Milky Toner. And I've just got to the end of this now. I'm definitely going to replace it because it's lovely. And because I enjoyed this so much, I went on and bought their brightening toner, which is an acid. It's a resurfacing acid toner. So I'd use this as my exfoliation step. It's not glycolic acid. What is it? It's lactic acid. So I like to use this about 3 times a week as an exfoliator. And because I loved these two, where is it? Because I loved these two so much, I decided that I wanted to buy the Balancing Face Mist. And this is gorgeous because it's a spray. You see, it's a spray that you spray on your face. And this has really helped to just balance out my skin because I'm quite combination these days. I can be very oily down the centre and down the T-zone, and I can get dry red patches on the sides of my face. And this one, let's put the spectacles on. It says it has a triceramide complex. It's got probiotics and allantoin. Allantoin, I'm not sure how you pronounce that word. But it's lovely. What does this say? It says it has 3 essential lipids of the skin barrier to help restore, renew and rebalance the skin. And I just love using it. And because it has been so hot on some of the days in May, to just, keep this in a cold place. You could keep it in the fridge if you wanted to and just spritz it on your face and down your neck. It's just been a pleasure to use. It's been really, really nice. So all 3 of these, they're nice and affordable as well. You can buy them from Boots or Amazon, wherever you get your skincare from. Yeah, really, really love them. Really, really like using them a lot. And staying with the skincare theme, I've got a serum that I've just fallen in love with, and I actually heard about it from James Welsh, and it's by Tia Tia. He loves Tia Tia skincare, doesn't he? And it's the SOS serum, and it says refreshing skin there. It's very, very moisturizing, and it says anti-wrinkle on it there. Well, I don't know if it's anti-wrinkled me. I don't know about that, but the hydration that I've been getting from this, it's beautiful. Now, it's not a hyaluronic acid serum. This has got polyglutamic acid in it, which is also a humectant, and some people believe that it's a more superior humectant to hyaluronic acid, and I think I would agree with that. It's nicer to use. Sometimes I find hyaluronic acid serums can be a bit sticky and leave a bit of a tacky film on my face. This one doesn't do that. This one soaks straight in. And after I've cleansed my face, when it's feeling in need of some hydration putting back in, I put a few drops of this. I might do one of my toners, my hydrating toner, and then I'll do a few drops of this, rub it in, and it feels like I've put on a moisturizer. You know, it just does. And in the daytimes, if I use this in the morning, I won't even use a moisturizer. I'll use a toner, this, my SPF, which I'll come on to in a minute, and that will be it. So I'll skip the moisturizer step, but this on its own has been absolutely beautiful, and I can see myself using this and definitely repurchasing it when I've run out. And because it's Tier, it's a Korean brand, it's actually quite reasonably priced as well, which is great, isn't it? Because with skincare, it's all about consistency, isn't it? And using the same products regularly over and over again. And if they're astronomically priced, that's quite prohibitive, isn't it? Certainly would be for me, and I think maybe for a lot of other people too. I might be able to buy it once, you know, maybe save up and buy it once and then use it, but then what do I do in a month or two's time when it's run out? I'm not buying it again, you know. So for me, it's important that my skincare is at a certain price point that's reasonable, that I know I can carry on purchasing when I've run out. And staying on that theme, my SPF, I spoke about it recently in my skincare video that I did in May, but it's the Beauty of Joseon. It's this one, the Relief Sun Rice and Probiotics SPF 50. Gorgeous, beautiful. I spoke all about it in that video, so I'm not going to go on and on and on today, but this is the only SPF that I want to put on my face. It's not greasy, it doesn't leave any white cast or anything like that. It soaks straight in. Gorgeous under makeup, it never pills. Even those foundations that used to pill over SPFs, I'm thinking specifically of the water-based ones. What is it, the Armani Luminous Silk, that was always awful for me over SPFs. It would always pill. It doesn't do it with this one. So yeah, if you want a new facial SPF that doesn't cost a fortune but is very, very effective and gives great protection, highly recommend Beauty of Joseon. And Boots sell this now as well, so it's quite accessible for most people. And as I was saying earlier as well, the weather in May it's just been all over the place. And on those hot sunny days when the UV was very high, I didn't burn, I didn't go red. And that is quite unusual for me, not to go bright red on those hot sunny days. But I put it down to this, I really do. And just having, you know, some really good skincare products, a good skincare routine that I'm being diligent about, and I'm doing my skincare every day, twice a day. And I do think I'm benefiting from that. Right, shall we move on now to some makeup items? And I'm going to take my glasses off for this because you'll probably want to see what I've got on my eyeballs. And I'm going to talk to you now about some eyeshadows. And I used this particular palette in one of my videos in May, and I had a couple of people ask me what it was because they thought it looked nice, and I'm wearing it today. And it's really old. It's really, really old. But you know how it is. Sometimes we've got these items in our collections that we might have had for a year or two, and then we dig them out, we use them, and we realise how good they were and wonder why we ever stopped using them. Well, that's the case with this. And you're not going to believe it. You're not going to believe it because this eyeshadow palette, it's by Clinique. Good old Clinique, I know. And it's the Best of Black Honey. I hope you can see that. But it's these beautiful sort of pinky purpley berry toned colours, which you would think would be ideal for the autumn time, wouldn't you? But I think any time of year, if you have any green in your eyes or any hazel in your eyes, these colours, particularly these three here and this gorgeous one here, My applicator just fell down. Um, it is so flattering on anybody with any green or hazel in their eyes. And this applicator is actually quite useful. You can see I do use it for the darker colours for this one, and for the light highlight colours. I do use this applicator. But the quality of Clinique eyeshadows, it's really good. I mean, okay, honestly, it's not Natasha Denona quality, but I think, you know, not many eyeshadows are Natasha Denona quality, in my opinion, but they are very, very good quality. Um, and I think had a couple of these palettes now over the years, and I've always really enjoyed them. And I also have some of their smaller eyeshadow duos. What's this one? This one is Day into Date, and this is good if you like your neutrals. You've got this gorgeous sort of light beigey creamy colour here, and a deeper sort of warm brown there for in the crease. That's gorgeous. And I've also got Beach Plum, which is this. And I saw Emily Noel use this in a video recently, and she was talking about how much she loves Clinique eyeshadows as well. And look at this, look at that. I mean, that is just a beautiful combination. Whatever eye colour you have, I think this would look lovely on you. But yeah, Emily was saying as well, she can't believe that she doesn't hear people talk about Clinique eyeshadows on YouTube or elsewhere online, because, you know, they are really, really good, and the packaging is lovely. You get a decent quality mirror, they last a long time, and I'm just always really happy with them when I wear them. So there's that. Now, staying on the subject of Clinique and the Black Honey line, I've also been enjoying wearing my Black Honey lip oil. This one, I've got it on today over a lip liner, but this is just beautiful. If you don't want like a proper full-on lipstick and you want something that's a bit more hydrating than a gloss, it's just beautiful. And the amount of colour that you get from it, to say it's an oil, it gives you a really, really decent amount of colour payoff. I've just been really, really enjoying wearing that along with this eyeshadow palette. So there you go, there's those. Now, the next thing I'm going to talk about is the concealer that I've been wearing a lot throughout the month of May. And again, I've got it on today under my eyes. And again, I think a lot of you will be quite surprised, because I think I might have mentioned it once, maybe twice on my channel. Not very often at all. It's one of them. It kind of got forgotten about. It got pushed to the back of a drawer. You know how it is. And recently I dug it out and I wanted to start using it again. And I don't know why I stopped using it. And it is the Sephora, so Sephora's own brand, Best Skin Ever Concealer. And what shade are you? 0808 I have this in. It's beautiful. It does not crease, and it's just so brightening under my eyes. It's lovely, and it's got a really nice applicator as well. 08, it's that sort of shade. But I mean, it just blends. It just blends. You hardly have to do anything with it. It just sort of sinks into your skin, but leaves a really, really decent amount of coverage. Now, I'd say it's not full coverage. It's more medium level coverage, I would say. But that's fine for me. That's all I need under my eyes, is just a good medium level of coverage. And again, because it's Sephora's own brand, it's quite reasonably priced too. And I believe they've reformulated it recently. That one is the old formula. So I don't know what the new formula is like, but I really, really do like that one. So the chances are I'd probably like the new one as well. I will definitely pick that up when I've run out of that one. Now then, on to my setting spray. Now, this has been a lifesaver this month in the hot weather. Now, usually my favourite setting spray is the Maybelline one, the Lasting Fix by Maybelline. But I have to say, if I'm being really picky about that one, it's that on those very, very hot, humid days, if you have oily skin, it's not the best at giving your makeup longevity. It makes your makeup look beautiful, and it takes down any powdery residue, and it really helps everything to blend together beautifully. So I like that about it. But on the hot, humid days, if I want my makeup to last a whole day, the one I reach for is my Lancome Fix It, Forget It setting spray. And this is the second or third bottle of this that I've had. But you can trust it. You know, if you've got a full day, if you've got an event, if you've got a wedding, it's coming up to wedding season now, isn't it, in the summer? If you've got something like that and you need your face to last, highly recommend this one. All right, now what else have I been loving? Oh, there are two more things now. And one of the things is my electric fan. Now, are you a woman of a certain age? Or if you're not, are you just somebody that doesn't like the heat? I was always somebody that didn't like the heat, and now I'm a woman of a certain age as well. It's a nightmare. This has been an absolute godsend. I got it from John Lewis last year. I think it's about £12, I want to say, 11 or £12. And it's got 3 settings. So that's the low setting, medium, and high. And look at that, it's very gentle. It just gives me a little gentle breeze. But the beauty of this is that it will fold and it will sit like that on a desk in front of you. So if you're going out for dinner, or if you're going to a cafe or a restaurant or something like that, and you want something that is quite discreet, you know, it's quite small and little, it fits in your handbag. It's not very obtrusive at all. It's quite quiet as well. So, you know, if you are in a restaurant and you're chatting to people, it's not going to be loud. It's not going to be in the way or anything like that. It just sits there on your table in front of you, blowing this lovely breeze at you without feeling like you're in a wind tunnel. Do you know what I mean? Some of these handheld fans, I feel, are a bit too strong and a bit too powerful, that you can't sit and have a conversation with someone while it's on. Well, with this one, because it's that sort of lower level, you can, and it still gives enough to just keep your temperature, you know, below that really uncomfortable high temperature. So I've been really enjoying that in the month of May, and it's USB powered as well, so I can charge this with my iPhone charger. So it's just so convenient and handy, and it's been a permanent fixture in my handbag this month. Now, the next thing that I have been loving this month has been some Kinesiology Tape. Oh, yeah. Now, how many of you have heard of Kinesiology Tape? You might have done, actually. You might have done. I know my audience, again, we're all of a certain age or above. We might have joint problems. This month for me, I've had a very bad left knee. I did go and see a physiotherapist about it. She was brilliant. She gave me some really good advice. She gave me some exercises to do. She did a bit of massage that really helped loosen everything up. And she advised me to get something called Kinesiology Tape. Excuse the rip in the box, but this is the one that I bought. I just got it off Amazon. It's very inexpensive. But let me show you. It's bright pink, this one is, but you can get them in all sorts of colours, whether you want a different colour or whether you just want a flesh colour or black or white. It comes in loads of different colours. And what you do, I mean, I'm not a physiotherapist, I'm not an expert. I just looked up online information about where to put this if your knee joint is bothering you. And you just put a strip of it around one half of your knee, another one around the other half, and then a strip at the bottom. It's good for back pain as well. It's good for sort of shoulders and arms. And you see people, don't you? I've seen people like young, fit sort of exercise types with tape on them, on their arms, on the legs, wherever. And I've often wondered, what is that? I didn't know if it was some sort of style, fashion statement or something. Well, no, it's not. It has a purpose. And I have loved this on my knee this month. I do think it gave me a lot of support, and it's really helped me to be able to stay mobile and to walk. Because you might know, me and my husband went for a short break up to Manchester. We stayed a couple of nights in a hotel. I did vlog it. If you missed it, I'll link it below. We did so much walking around the city while we were there. And I do believe that this tape really, really helped to give my knee enough support that I was able to do all the walking that we did, because there's only so much painkillers can help with, you know. But yeah, really, really recommend this if you do have problems with your joints. Now, as I said, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical person at all. Ask your own medical providers what they think of this, if it would help you. You know, look it up online, watch other videos by physiotherapists online if it's something that you're interested in. But I do believe it helped me. Right, shall we move on to the bit of the video now that's not going to be very good? Yes, let's end on a low, shall we? We always like to end on a low here, don't we? Right, well, this will be no surprise if you've been watching my videos throughout the month of May. You will already know that one of the products that I really, really didn't get on with at all is the It Cosmetics Do It All Face Balm. Some people absolutely love this, don't they? So many people were raving about this and how beautiful it made their skin look and everything, and all the skincare benefits and all blah, 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 all of that. I did a video. If you didn't see it, I'll link it. You can go and watch it if you want to. I did a wear test. I did a full day's wear test. And I got 2 hours, maybe, at best, and that wasn't a particularly hot day. It was just starting to warm up, but it wasn't a hot day by any stretch of the imagination, and it just didn't hold up. I mean, it feels nice, it feels creamy and moisturizing and just like a nice balm. Slight fragrance, I guess. Is it or not? No, I don't know. It's very, very subtle if there is a fragrance, but it felt lovely going on at first. It felt really, really nice and hydrating and cooling. And I thought if that lasted, and the way it looked at first as well, it really did smooth out my skin. It covered my rosacea that I get on my cheeks. And first impressions were actually quite nice, but it just didn't last. So I can't recommend this because I didn't get on well with it myself. But then I've got combination skin, combination oily. If you have dry skin, though, you might like it. Some people do. Some people love this if they have dry skin. It's just one of those, isn't it, that it's not for me. And I also use the concealer, the Do It All Radiant Concealer, and I would say exactly the same thing about this. It's quite nice at first, but it just didn't hold up. It just didn't last on me. So there we go. That was a shame. I don't know about It Cosmetics. I tried the CC cream years ago, you know, the very famous It Cosmetics CC cream. The coverage is amazing on that, honestly. I think it would cover tattoos. It was a really, really full coverage, but it was just the fragrance. Very, very strongly fragranced, that product. And it's like a sort of lemon meringue pie or something. It's definitely a food related fragrance. And I don't know about you, but I don't particularly like it when my face smells of food. You know, even food that I like, even food that I enjoy eating, I don't want my face to smell of it. Especially in the warmer months, because you're going to get flies, you're going to get wasps, and no, I'm not into it. Anyway, let's move on to another disappointing foundation. And this is not a bad product. I was just disappointed in it because it wasn't as good as the previous one. And I'm talking about the Lancome Stick Foundation. And it's not called a stick foundation, is it? What's it called? Is it written on? The $20 Ultra Wear Shape Stick. Okay, and I've got it in the shade 250. It's got the Lancome little rose flower there. Says Lancome. And this time, this foundation stick has a slant. It's got a 19-degree slant. Because you're supposed to be able to contour your face with it and all of that. I mean, it's nice at first. It goes on really, really nicely. I got a good sort of 3 hours, maybe 3, 4 hours. But again, because I've got oily skin, it just did not last and it didn't hold up as well as the previous version of this. And I feel really bad because I was raving about the previous version of this last year. And I know that some of you bought that on my recommendation. And that one, if you did buy that one, it's beautiful and I love it. And I know that some of you are really happy with it as well. But when you run out of that, I'm not sure if you'll like this one. Now, I mean, by all means, try it if you want to. I'm sure some people do get on very well with this and enjoy it. Again, the drier skinned people might like this. I don't know. Actually, I haven't seen anybody online give this a good review. Now I think about it, and I have seen some drier skinned people talk about this. And yeah, I've not seen anyone give it a particularly good review. I mean, nobody says it's terrible. It's not terrible. It's just, you know, I think we've got better stick foundations available to us these days, unfortunately. So let's move on now to my final product before I come on to some things I've been watching on television. And oh my goodness, it just absolutely scared me to death. And I'll tell you what it is. It's the Herborian Ginseng Micro Shot. Now, if you're into your skincare, you may well have heard of this. I don't know. But I would say recently I've been getting more and more into my skincare products. And I like Herborian as a brand. I love their CC cream. Done a video on that. You might have seen it. Love that. And I was in Sephora, you know the bit in Sephora where you come on up to the tills and they have all the little minis, all the little mini products for travel or just to try them out if you want to. Well, this was there. And I saw Herborian ginseng micro shot. I've heard good things about ginseng. It's meant to be a very good antioxidant, isn't it, for your skin? And I thought, oh yeah, I'll give that a go. And I bought it and I got it home and I took it out the package and it looks like this. It's got a nice little pump on it. I squeezed some out and I just rubbed it over my face as I would a normal serum. And oh my goodness, the pain. This hurts. I thought I was stabbing my face with little knives when I put this on. It was so painful for me. And there's a reason, and I didn't know the reason at the time. I just went into it blind. But anyway, spicules is the reason. Have you heard of spicules? I'm sure some of you have if you're into your skincare. But if you're like me and you have never heard of spicules, let me tell you, they're little needly things that are in the formula of this, and you'd never know by looking at it. I mean, let me squeeze some out. Look, that just looks like a serum, doesn't it? But when you rub it in, it's not so bad on your hand, but when you rub it into your face, it hurts. And what it is, these spicules are designed to mimic the procedure called microneedling. So where, you know, you go to a therapist or a facialist and you have micro needling done, they stick little needles into your skin so that whatever serum or active ingredients you put on over that, it's got those little channels, those little holes in your skin that it can get right into the deeper layers of your skin. So spicules are little bits of sponge, you know, sponges that grow under the sea. If you take pieces off a sponge and you look at it under a microscope, it looks like little spiky things. And they stick little microscopic, I can't speak now, little microscopic bits of a sponge, the little needly spiky bits, in these serums. Different amounts in different serums. This is a 0.3%, which is classed as advanced. I didn't know this at the time when I picked it up. It should have come with a warning, shouldn't it? But yeah, you're not meant to use it. If you have sensitive skin or if you get rosacea, you have to be careful with spicules because they can be very, very irritating and just not great on your skin. And it did trigger my rosacea. My cheeks were flaring up the next day because I just put it everywhere until I realized that the pain was coming from that. I just thought, I mean, I didn't know what it was at first. I thought, am I having a reaction to this? Am I allergic to this? I didn't know. And it was only, when I went and looked at it and read about it and researched it, I thought, spicules. I don't like them. I don't get on with them. So do let me know. Do you love this? Do you love pain on your face? I'm sure some of you do. Some of you that watch my channel, you're into all sorts of things, aren't you? And I know that we're not all the same, and some of us like different things. And that's generally fine. We can all still be friends, can't we? And disagree about things. It's okay. But if you do love this or any other product with spicules in, please talk to me, message me, tell me why you like it and what it does for your skin and if it's worth the pain. Because for me, oh good lord, no, 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 no. I don't know what I'm going to do with that now. I mean, I feel like I can't even give it away. Can you imagine if I give that to a friend? They're not going to be my friend for much longer, are they? I mean, goodness me. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Anyway, so that's all of the products that I wanted to talk to you about that I've been loving or not loving in the month of May. Now, let's move on to a few things that I've been watching on the television. And the first thing is I was watching, I don't know if you've seen it on Netflix, the docu-series on Kylie Minogue. Now, if you're around my age, you probably will have been a big fan of Kylie Minogue back in the late 80s when she was in Neighbours. Do you remember she was Charlene in Neighbours? And goodness me, I remember rushing home from school, especially when it was Scott and Charlene's wedding. Do you remember that? Kylie and Jason. Oh, good Lord. The song from that wedding, I still know all of the words to that song. And it's just really, really giving me flashbacks and memories to being about 10 or 11 years old and running home from school to watch her on Neighbours. And then when she started her singing career with Stockaken and Waterman, I Should Be So Lucky and The Locomotion and all these songs that I remember from my childhood. This docu-series covered that era of her life in episode 1. It's 3 different episodes and it covers the various periods, the various things that she's been through in her life, including her cancer. Obviously, she had breast cancer, didn't she, in the early 2000s? So it covered that time in her life. She recovered from that, which was fantastic. Went on to have a, really, really successful music career. But then we didn't know this, but it came back a couple of years ago. And she kept that quiet, but she did reveal it in this series. So that was just interesting. But bless her, I hope she's all right now. I wouldn't say I'm a massive fan of her music these days. It's just so nostalgic to me because Kylie and Jason back in the late 80s, I really, really loved them. And it also covered her relationship with Michael Hutchence as well. So yeah, he had a really massive impact on her, which I hadn't realised actually until I watched this series. So if you were a fan back in the day, I do recommend that. It's a nice watch. And the other thing that I've been loving is Rivals season 2. It's back on. Did you watch season 1? Last year? Again, you may have read the book back in the day because obviously Jilly Cooper, rest in peace, she passed away, didn't she, recently? But Jilly Cooper wrote these books back in the 80s too, and that's one of the things that I love the most about this series is just all of the references to the 80s in the clothes, the hairstyles, the music. The music is fantastic in Rivals, and of course the characters and all of their relationships and all the goings on there. I've just been really enjoying it. Now, so that's what I've been watching on TV. There's been a YouTube channel that I've discovered this month. I think they started the channel last year. It's not in the beauty or lifestyle space at all. It's a 15-year-old boy and his dad, and they're in America, and their channel is called Jack and Dad. And the dad plays guitar and Jack sings, and he's got the most beautiful voice. But the thing with Jack is he has autism and he sings while he's making things with Lego because I don't know, it just helps him to focus, I guess, on singing the songs. He's memorized all of the words to all of these songs that they sing, and his dad's sitting there in the background on his guitar, and Jack is just sitting playing with his Lego, making things and singing beautifully. I'll link their channel down below as well. They did The Boxer by Simon and Garfunkel, and oh, it brought tears to my eyes, actually. It was beautiful, really, really good. So I do recommend you check them out if you haven't seen them already. And there we are. I think that's it. That's all of my things from May, my monthly roundup. What we on? 35 minutes. That's enough, isn't it? That's enough for anybody. Right, I'm going to go now and have a cup of tea, and I will see you all again in my next video, which is going to be my Makeup Forever foundation review. I know a lot of you have been asking me to do that one. So I will see you next time with that review. All right, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.